So when you do your birthday decode, you want to know what your birthstone is. I'm doing the birthday decode for June 8th, 1991. So your birthstones are like your soul snap, your Thanos snap. A famous June 8th birthday would be like Kanye. So this specific birthday I was booked for is for Saturday, June 8th, 1991. So Pearl is the modern birthstone most people know about for June, while Moonstone is the mystical birthstone based on Tibetan origin. The zodiac gemstone for Gemini is agate. Lastly, born on a Saturday means that your birthstone is going to be turquoise. You can press pause and read, but pearl symbolizes wealth and status for thousands of years. It's also for like modesty, chastity, purity. Also guarantee protection from fire and fire-breathing dragons. So that's your pearl stone. So crystals for Gemini for like moonstone, as well as agate. So definitely press pause and read. And then day of the week is turquoise. You can press pause and read. Turquoise attracts money, success, love. Powers include protection, healing, courage, friendship, and luck. And it relaxes the mind and eases mental tension. So if you want to make like a bracelet with these colors, or you just happen to already like these colors in your whole room, or your whole house is decorating this color, or your cars are these colors, it's because of the Thanos snap, where they get to snap that energy, the soul stones. So if you're born any other day on June 8th, so you're born June 8th, say another year, and it happens to fall on a different day. So say you're born on Monday. Think Monday is pearl, like moon day. Looks like a moon. You have ruby, like Ruby Tuesday. Amethyst, like the middle of the week, the crown chakra. Wednesday, Adam. Wednesday, Amy Winehouse. You got to drink to make it through the week. You got Thursday, Sapphire. You're trying not to get fired before Emerald Day, which is payday, which is Friday. You work hard, military. Saturday, turquoise, you go out, you see recessive genes, blue eyes, white hair. Then you have our blonde hair. Sunday is for topaz, which looks like the sun. So you worship the sun on Sunday. So again, depending on the day you were born is the day of the week for your specific birthstone. But this birthstone is for June 8th, 1991, which would go on a Saturday, which is turquoise. So when you think about these birthstones, Ruby Tuesday, it's red for Ruby Tuesday. It makes sense. When you think about Friday, you're at the end of the week, you worked hard, you got your money, it's green, Emerald City, you saw the Wizard of Oz, and God we trust, the money. So again, if you're born June 8th on any day, any year June 8th, it would be pearl, moonstone, on the gate. Only thing changing would be the day of the week. So when you're born on June 8th, your air and earth and Gemini, Taurus, Isis. So those are the god and goddesses that represent the energy, are the netters, or the people like the energy around the astrology, and then air and earth. So when you're dreaming, you'll dream of probably travel with other air and earth signs and other Thoth and Isis signs, because those are your energies, and Geminis. So whenever you ever dream, just think of what you guys have in common when you're dreaming. Again, it's like the Matrix, and you have to basically understand how to read your birthstones and your birth numbers. There's something called gematria, like gem, right? So gematria is basically putting numbers into words, into ciphers. So think about gemstones and gem in the holograms. So singing, a lot of rappers, a lot of singers, they're like mermaids, or they're like griots, which is like, griots are from West Africa. They basically do poetry over music that has the history in the poetry, so people could pass it down to generations. Think of this as like the Matrix, right? And turn right. So the gematria calculator would be like how you dial the number in the Matrix to dial out, right? Same thing with the gemstones of the Aaron's breastplate. Is the gemstones that you have for your birthstones. It's like a telephone keypad. It's like an ATM. It's like the numbers. It's like the astral money. So when you're in the Matrix, that's why May, birthstone, is green. Green Matrix. The bunny rabbit tricks are for kids of different colors. The milk. Milk is the cow. Isis, the energy, is the cow. Talk about the cash cow. So gematria is basically the practice of assigning numerical value to a name, word, or phrase, and using a number. So like 1, 2, 3 is ABC. So 1, 2, 3 is ABC. So just do the gemstones instead. 1, 2, 3 is like Levi, Simeon, Reuben. 1, 2, 3. So each thing is attributed to like a keypad. So Aaron's breastplate was used to communicate with God. It was originally worn by Aaron, the elder brother of Moses. It's known as a priestly breastplate. So this is what they use to basically communicate. So when Taylor Swift's in the video with Post Malone, she's on top of the telephone line, they're trying to communicate. A lot of times in dreams, you say the man of your dreams. A lot of our soulmates, like our original soulmates, are in our dreams when we communicate with them. Like Neo was the one, and Trinity was what she was looking for. You know, so the rabbit out the hat, the rabbit out the bag, the rabbit tattoo in the Matrix. So it's like the Matrix, tricks are for kids, but we're not kids, we're adults. So let's figure out how to get out of the Matrix or try to get in and out of the Matrix mostly. When you go to sleep, you're going into the Matrix. When you're awake, you're in Zion, which is the real world. Okay? Or it could be vice versa if you think about it. So if you're in the dream realm, you know how you really are, you can eat but you're not really eating. That's like the Matrix. You can eat but you're not really eating. Then you wake up and you realize you ain't got no food in your refrigerator and you're hungry and you're like, damn, it's better than the dream. Like, who, I didn't want to wake up. Like, sometimes people just have better lives in dreams. So, vice versa, maybe you're living the best life ever. You have $1 zillion, you're an artist, you're a musician, you are a billionaire, and your life is good. But when you go to sleep, you have to fight the zombies and you have nightmares. Then maybe you don't want to go to sleep, and your Matrix is, being awake. So just depends how your life is, how you view the Matrix and Zion, depending on what side you are. Anywho, you're stuck in the Matrix. You need to know what to do, who to call, how to get out or how to get in, and how to get back and forth from Zion while you're trying to wake people up. Some people don't want to be woken up. Everybody's not meant to be awake because it's hard when you're awake. Then you can't ignore things. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Audrey Hepburn plays in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Tiffany is another name for Trinity in the Resurrections Matrix, right? So when you think about Audrey Hepburn, her portal is like May 1st and January 20th. Jeffrey is January 20th, okay? May 4th is Michael Jackson's mom. So you think about Twin Towers. Michael Jackson and Trump supposed to be in the Twin Towers, allegedly, before it fell down. But think about Michael Jackson didn't go, and he missed his plane or something because he was talking to his mom late at night. But his mom has a portal May 4th, right? So when you see Audrey Hepburn, when you see the connections to the Sophia robot and Audrey Hepburn, just think it's connecting to the Matrix. So just remember the Matrix. That's what we're doing. Okay, this right here. And we need to call out. So a lot of rappers and musicians, they actually are connected to the Matrix very easily because they know how to rhyme and rap numbers. Words are numbers, numbers are words. So when you say a frequency, it's like telepathically you're saying something. Like a thought is a vibration, a frequency. Even if you don't say it out loud, just thinking it, meditating it, trying to channel it, it's got to give a vibration. So it's going to be a whole bunch of people that you see save you, which is more powerful. They don't want you to let you know that we save each other. They rather just let you say, one God is going to come save you. No, there's going to be a whole bunch of energies and peoples and angels and time travelers. It's going to be like more like X-Men and spiritual guides that come and save you in the spirit realm when you are in trouble. And as well as your alternate selves, like yourself, like your spirit exists. Your soul has existed forever. So imagine your spirit, I'm Sophia now, but another time I was Chardonnay, and Chardonnay was born in August. So that means Chardonnay in August is a different Sophia. It's different than me. But she is still my soul, so she might come and help me get myself across if they're trying to hijack my soul while I'm trying to cross to my new body or trying to go back to my old body. Okay? So that was the portion of the birthstones for you. I hope you understood the Matrix.